So today we're going to check out the VLM4600, and this one's a 35 kilo 600 by 400 bracket that's specified between 37 to 70 inch. I actually had a look at the 2024 models just to get a gauge of what a 35 kilo TV is, and certainly a 75 is within range. I got this 4600 from the product's return. The most common reason for a return is the wall type. So this is a single stud mount. When customers return brackets, sometimes they forget to return all of the parts, and this one's missing the rails. It's a pretty standard weight for a single arm bracket at 3.9 kilos or 4.6 with the vertical strips. The wall plate also is a good thickness. I measured 2.5 mil, which is probably 2 mil. It's hard to mount brackets perfectly straight, so any mid to higher level bracket will have a level adjustment. In this case, it's a standard 3 degrees left or right. So the screws for the wall, just 55 mil, so fairly small. And for wood, you just need 3, and for brick, you need the 2 extra at the top. Because the thing to remember is a TV will pull away from the wall at the top, so the top needs to be secured. We're mounting it to wood, so make sure it's mounted in the center of the stud, and make sure, of course, it's facing the right way up. The plastic wall plate cover comes in 3 parts, and I think you would agree that it makes it look a lot better. There are a lot of accessories for mounting the bracket to the TV. There's probably too many long ones, and I probably wouldn't mind a short M8 screw also. Remember, before you mount the TV, just open up these little locking mechanisms. So there's a little screw in them, so you need to unscrew them, open them up, and then after that you hook the TV on. And when you tighten them up, the TV will be secure again. So it has tilt, 5 degrees upward tilt and 15 degrees down. The bracket comes with an Allen key, which once you've found the correct tilt, use the Allen key to tighten it up. I tested the distance from the wall, and the manual says 49 mil, which is about right, out to 610 mil. If the TV's hanging a bit to the left or right, you tighten it using the supplied tool. I actually found that using the drill's nut setter was much easier still. So here we're adding some weight, so 25 kilos or equivalent of a 65 inch. Looks like the tilt is holding position fine. However, when I push it in and out, I did notice that it's leaning a bit down to the left, so I straighten it up, in and out again, and I find that again it's leaning a little bit. So sometimes you do have to do that, you have to adjust it. Now I'm adding an extra 10 kilos, so 35 kilos, which is its maximum stated weight. Having a check to see how much droop there is, and it says 2 degrees, which is actually not that much. I did find it hard to keep it right up against the wall. Having a look at cable management, so here's a photo of the cable management going underneath. So these pieces just click into place. Interesting, this part here, so you can do the cable management through the top, or you can do the cable management through the bottom, so you've got the choice of either. So thoughts, it's a very popular bracket. It looks good, performs well, particularly at that 15 to 25 kilo range. I'd watch out for a couple of things. First, it's fine for brick walls, but for houses with wood studs, it needs to mount in the center of the stud, so TV position might be an issue. Second, once you're at 35 kilos, which as we saw is a heavy 75, it starts to struggle. I found that if I pull it fully out and angle it to the right, the TV board wasn't staying level. Each time I could then adjust it to being level. I also found that it wouldn't stay hard up against the wall, it would pop out a little from the wall. So a good mount for 55, 65s and more suited to brick walls. Its bigger brother, the VLM4500, costs more, but it has lateral adjustment and 2 arms. So it's suited for brick and wood and is a better choice for those 75s.